This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
The UNI men's basketball team opened the Missouri Valley Conference schedule at home against the Missouri State Bears. The Bears got the win 68-64. A big second half comeback by the Panthers. Just wasn't enough. Coach started with just a really slow first half. Missouri State came out, hit absolutely everything, and the Panthers just couldn't buy a bucket.
No, and that obviously not the way you want to start any game, let alone conference play. And we're coming off two really good practices. And I think in some ways that set the guys back even more than it might normally, because we had practiced so well 2 days ago, and we came back yesterday and really put in a good workout, and you come out and it's 8-4, then it's 12-4, then it's 16-4, and the guys are thinking, okay, wait a minute, we just practiced our tails off, and this is all that we have to show for it. So we've got to get some things figured out still at the offensive end. Bennett got a couple quick baskets, and being able to continue to get him involved and get him some touches, and working to find ways to continue to get Jeremy involved. That kind of developed as the game went, as we saw in the second half, using him a lot with that ball screen. He was really effective. So we've got to figure out a way to get off to a much better start and not put ourselves in a position where we've got to scramble around.
How tough is it to try and shut a team down once they really get it going, and then even find a couple of buckets just to try and turn that tide a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job. They made a couple tough shots, but then they made some open threes. And you give them credit for coming in and making those early shots so that they can get themselves out to a lead. And we adjusted our ball screen defense, which slowed down what they were running there a little bit, but we put our guys in a tough spot. We didn't cover the ball screen the right way. They were able to get a couple of open shots because of the way we had it drawn up and the way we worked on it. And you don't ever want to do that to your players. You don't ever want to put them in a hole with what you're doing. And so it felt like, and I still think it was the right way to cover it. But they made us pay. And so we had a couple things working against us to start that game.
In that second half, when your guys were going through the comeback, really seemed like the defense was a big spark to get the offense going and really take momentum back. Yeah,
no question. To be able to do that and not give up easy baskets, to trap and scramble around and make some plays and get some deflections and come up with some steals, but not give up a layup or not give up a wide open three, that allowed us to get back in it. That allowed us to get to a point where, there was still plenty of time when it was a 5-point game, a 6-point game. We had time to win that basketball game.
Spencer Haldeman hit a three-pointer with 5 minutes to go that made it a 5-point game. Finishes with 9 points, second leading scorer on the team. A big-time shot late in the second half.
Yeah, it was. And he's got a lot of confidence in the way that he plays, and his teammates have a lot of confidence, and we as coaches have got a lot of confidence in his ability to make some plays and his ability to shoot the basketball. And so no surprise to see him knock that one in, and it was an important shot. But he's got a little savvy to him, and I thought he made the one late that would have cut it to three. That one looked every bit as good as the one that went in, and those are shots we're going to get to see him make a lot of those this year, I think.
Coach, in the post, Bennett Cook had a good game too, playing tough, playing physical. You need that every night from him.
Yeah, he had a good outing against North Carolina, and he came back tonight and scored early twice, and then really put in a good performance in that second half. Made a lot of plays and was more physical and demanded the ball a little bit. And for him, for Clint, for Jeremy, those guys that have the experience, even for Jordan, who's older, for Hunter, who's a little bit older, those guys, they need to be able to perform at a high level and have some consistency to it.
All right, we'll have more coming up with UNI head coach Ben Jacobson as the Panthers open the Missouri Valley Conference schedule. Will also feature one of the players for the UNI men's basketball team. More Panther Sports Talk right after this.